this wasn't the type of race practice we were supposed to be doing today? Gotcha. Hold on. I'll be right back. Whew. I did all that running for nothing. I was practicing the wrong race. Well, now I'm in the right place, so let's get this started. All right, so first let's review. Race is something that you guys, I know, are very familiar with because you do it in 4th grade. So I'm going to be reading a passage with you today called Healthy Teeth, and we are going to try to answer a question using race. So let's do a quick review on what race stands for. So the R stands for restate the question. So I got to figure out what the question is, and then I'm going to restate it. The A stands for answer all parts of the question. So answer all parts of the question. The C stands for cite your evidence. Cite your... I'm going to use a different color marker because this one doesn't like me. So the C stands for cite your evidence. I'm going to put quotation marks around this because whenever you cite your evidence, you need to put quotations marks around and say, the text says, the author says, in paragraph 2, it says. And anytime someone says something or anytime you pull evidence from a text, you have to put quotation marks around it so that I, as your scorer, know that you did pull this out of the text. So you need to pull it straight from the text. So I'm putting quotation marks around that. And then the E, this is the hardest part. And people who don't get a 2 on their short answer or a 4 on their extended response, it's because they don't do this part. You need to explain your cite. Meaning, okay, cool, you cited something from the text, but it may not have had anything to do with the question that was asked. So if you don't explain why your cite answers the question, why the fact that you chose answers the question, then you're not going to get a 4 on an extended response or a 2 on a short answer. You have to prove, my favorite words, prove it. You have to prove that your cite actually makes sense. So let's do a practice one real quick. This is called Healthy Teeth. And then you're going to do a practice one on your own today. So just be prepared, be prepared. Have you ever watched Lion King? All right, dentists say that we should all brush our teeth twice a day. Why do they say this? It's because brushing your teeth helps prevent cavities. When you eat, pieces of food get stuck to your teeth, and if the food stays there, it can cause damage. Sugar is especially damaging and should be avoided. In addition to brushing your teeth twice a day, you should also floss to clean small pieces of food between the teeth. This will keep your mouth healthy and prevent cavities. So that's our passage. So now I'm going to go and look at our question. Give me a second while I pull this up. So our question, it says, use the race strategy to answer the question. How can you avoid cavities? Give reasons from the paragraph to support your answer. So this is already answered for you. I'm going to show you how each part is using the race strategy. So the question was, how can you avoid cavities? So I'm going to restate my question. You can avoid cavities by, there's my restate, doing a few things. So that's my R, my restate the question. Then I'm going to answer the question. So I need to give a fact. So you can brush and floss your teeth every day. So there's my examples of how you can avoid cavities. You can brush and floss your teeth every day. Now I need to cite. I need to pick an actual sentence out of the text that I just read that says this. I'm not just making it up, because we all want to always pull stuff from things that we know, and in this type of stuff we can't. It has to come from the text unless it says you can infer, and this does not. So let's look at the second part, or I'm sorry, the third part of citing. The paragraph says, see how I did that? The paragraph says, you should also floss to clean small pieces of food between the teeth, and if the food stays there, it can, oh, hold on, I went a little too far. Actually, no, I didn't. It can cause damage. So this is what the passage says. You should floss to clean, you should also floss to clean small pieces of food between the teeth, and if the food stays there, it can cause damage. So that was my cite. And then my explain is my last sentence here. Cleaning your teeth, your mouth, helps you avoid cavities. So these things that I just said help you avoid cavities. And remember, the original question was, how can you avoid cavities? So by flossing and cleaning your teeth, you can avoid cavities. That's why this was my explanation. The cite that I chose proves that you can avoid cavities by doing those two things. All right, so what you're going to be doing today is you're going to be reading a passage. I think it's about lemonade straws or straws in drinks, something like that. And you're going to be practicing the race strategy. You're going to recite your question. You're going to answer it. You're going to restate your question, answer it, cite using a detail from the text, and then you're going to explain. So we will touch back in just a little bit. I will see you then.